Hua Fung Teh.
Yes,
got that
hi.
right?
Yes,
Hi.
you do. Hi, James.
CFO at One Championship.
That's
Thank
right.
you very much for being
Thank you.
with
Thanks
us
for having me.
today. You're the Chief Financial Officer, which
Yes.
means you must deal in numbers. Okay?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. So give us some of the top-line figures for how One
Right.
Championship has grown
Yeah.
in recent years.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to give you anything static because we're just growing so fast. We don't disclose our financials, but I can share with you based on the metrics that we track. We're broadcast currently in 138 countries to potential viewership of 1.7 billion people. We hope to be in 190 plus countries in a few years. We have events right now, 20 to 30 events per year across all of Asia. In a couple of years, we're looking to do one event per week. They will probably largely still be in Asia. But we may have a couple of events outside as well, because it's a global sport, right? Everyone likes martial arts. It's not something that is geographically constrained in terms of audience. Facebook, social media in general is something that we track very closely. Facebook today is our primary social media platform, and I'm pretty happy to say that we have our growth and our presence on social media has far surpassed expectations. We have 10 million Facebook fans today. Versus a property that's been around for 50 years, like Formula One with 7 million, right? We're averaging 2.5 billion video views on an annualized basis and 4.0 billion impressions, and those numbers are a couple months back, so they probably have gone up since. We are averaging today based on primary data, largely Nielsen, we're averaging about 11 to 12 million viewers per event, but I think if you sort of extrapolate and you sort of adjust for conservatism and sampling, we're probably doing closer to 20 million viewers per event across all our channels. So these numbers keep growing and growing, and I'll tell you that these numbers are about 10 times what they used to be 2 to 3 years ago.
Those are good numbers.
Yeah.
Those are good numbers.
Yeah.
It seems to me that One Championship, something that sets it apart from other mixed martial arts series, is its emphasis on values.
Right.
How do you manage to promote and foster that emphasis?
So I think the first clarification there is we're a martial arts promotion, not a mixed martial arts promotion, right? Mixed martial arts is a concept that actually occurred and developed in the West, and look, there are many well-established mixed martial arts leagues out there. We are martial arts. We have mixed martial arts as a vertical, but we also have kickboxing, and we have country-specific traditional martial arts like Kung Fu, Lethwei. So that's sort of the first point of clarification, martial arts in general. In terms of values, look, to be honest, it's not something that, it's not unusual because martial arts is about values. Martial arts is an expression, right? You talk to martial artists, you talk to a Muay Thai fighter in Thailand, you talk to an Wushu exponent from China, they will probably tell you the same thing, right? The martial arts breeds, courage, honor, discipline, respect, right? Humility. And these are things that I think, first of all, our talent embodies, right? We wouldn't hire or sign these athletes if they don't first embody, these values, no matter how effective they were in the ring or the cage, right? And I think number two, it's something that internally as a company we talk about a lot, right? And we have a very high bar, when it comes to cultural fit, and I think our core values are a big part of that. Yeah, so we express them, I think, in day-to-day sort of operations, day-to-day life in the company, but also if you look at the product, a lot of our heroes, right? Embody the values that martial arts espouses. Yeah.
One Championship is across the whole of Asia, of course, but it's headquartered in Singapore.
That's right.
In a previous life, you were part of the team that brought Formula One to Singapore all those years ago. Still work in sport, but obviously a different sort of sport now. What's your take on what sports events can do for a country or a region or a city as a destination marketing tool? Right.
I think they can do a lot, right? Major global sports events, be it one of our events, be it an NBA game, be it Formula One, have a certain power to convene people, right? And people come to watch these things or be part of these things for different reasons. Formula One, just to share. So yes, obviously you have the mass Formula One fan that likes the sport, likes the drivers, wants to watch it, and it's part of a global circuit, much like we are. And when they come to Singapore, people fly in to watch, right? And look, there's obviously a scarcity of races in Asia. So if you want to watch, if you're an Asian Formula One fan and you want to watch it, if you want to watch something in Asia, there's only so few you can pick from. There's us, there's Shanghai, there's Malaysia, there's a few others, right? But I think more importantly, a couple of things. That's in terms of driving tourism arrivals. But in terms of driving sort of the brand of the country, the brand of the city. There's a reason why Singapore is very happy, and I was part of that team, happy to do it at night, because at night you get to showcase the beauty, right, of Singapore's skyline, right? So in terms of, and that's why we had the helicopter going over the race, shooting, right? In fact, I don't mind sharing with you that we highly encouraged all the building owners. I remember the first year ahead of the race to turn on their lights because we wanted to showcase the beauty, right, that was Singapore's skyline. So there's sort of the above the line sort of brand marketing. There is the sort of destination and tourism arrival sort of driver. And there's also, I think, it's a convenient platform for decision makers as well. We designed that race to be a platform for prime ministers, presidents, kings, queens, CEOs, CFOs to come. And now if you look at the Formula One race, it's not just about the race, it's about what happens before and after, right? And that's very much what we're doing at One Championship as well.